So we just had a little visit there. Did you see that? I turned around to put the spreadsheet up, and the little kitten decided to visit for about 5 seconds before I grabbed him. So, that was interesting. All right, well, anyway, it looks like the clock has rolled over to 10 o'clock, so it is time to take a look at our breaks tonight. We do go through a few little informational things before the break actually gets underway, so let's take a look at that. First up, you see there on the screen, my feedback is completely automated. So on eBay, of course. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return without having to wait on me to get caught up or to find time to do it. The second part of that screen, which is, of course, the far more important part, is to say thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you who bids with me and breaks with me and chats with me. And by the way, if you are tuned in live and you can't see chat, there's a couple of things I can tell you about that. The first one is, I believe you have to be logged into YouTube to be able to see and participate in chat. The second part of that is that if you're on a mobile device, you probably have to click the link to save you as the desktop version. What you see on the screen right now, this is an overview of what is coming up for the next 5 days. This stuff is already listed on eBay. So tomorrow night we've got a mini helmet, mini autograph football helmet, a football jersey, some 2014 black gold football, and a full case of select basketball. On Wednesday, that's the release day for National Treasures football and Gypsy Queen baseball. So we'll be opening both of those the evening of release on Wednesday. Thursday, another autographed jersey, but a different brand of autographed jersey. A half case of 2011 Prime Signatures football and the back half of a case of 2017-18 Contenders basketball. We started that case a few days ago. On Friday, we'll have a full-size autographed helmet, some more National Treasures football, but it will be a full case as opposed to a half case. And then the back half of the case of Gypsy Queen that we start on Wednesday. And on Saturday, we're going to start getting back to some of our one-box breaks, as well as, of course, keeping a case or a partial case break on tap for most nights. So that'll be 2007 Upper Deck Premier football, some 2013 Playbook football, some 2012-13 Gold Standard basketball, and some Donruss basketball. Looking for those next day signatures in Donruss basketball that are selling for $1 zillion right now. And if you're in the breaks tonight, we only have 2 on tap. You see here on the screen your anticipated shipping date. For the full-size football helmet, anticipating that will go out on Saturday. That's because the free shipping stuff generally goes out either 5 or 6 days after the auction has ended. Then our paid shipping break tonight, that's the half case of Heritage Baseball. I'm anticipating that will go out on Thursday. And as always, guys, this can slide by a day in either direction. So it could be Wednesday, could be Friday. My best guess is Thursday. If you are in the football helmet break, what you need to know, if you don't hit anything, you are entitled to a consolation card. That is typically going to be sent with your next hit. If you want it sent earlier, all you need to do is let me know. There was information on the screen about that, more information in the listing description as well. So first up, we have 2018 Hit Parade Series 11 full-size autograph football helmet. This is break number 9, so the 9th time we have opened a 2018 Hit Parade full-size. And of course it ended tonight, March the 19th. We're live streaming it tonight, March the 19th. And team names are on the left with winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. We'll scroll down through there, give you guys a chance to get your mojo working. And of course, another spreadsheet will go up for Heritage Baseball right before that break starts. You're going to notice right now that the focus changes. That is by design, but don't worry, you're still going to be able to see everything up close and personal and just fine once we get rolling with it here. Now in chat, I see, I was getting ready to say I see William Porter, which I guess I have already said it now, and then he says to call him Billy. So sorry about that, Billy. I called you William because I looked over and that's what I saw. And then I see Irish Pride has joined us and H. John Z 2002, all on board already tonight. So these helmets, they do these in 100 box series. So they're always hand numbered to 100, and then they start a new series. I'm kind of not sure why they don't just have it as an open edition, because they pretty much always have them available, but I don't know. This is how they do them, so there you go. It's not going to ship in that box because that box is not, wouldn't withstand the postal service. However, it will ship in this nice little carry bag that it comes in. And it does give me a slight, boy, I still don't know who that is. There's a, there's a sticker on here that tells me who the helmet's going to be, because sometimes you can't read the signature. But I still don't really know, didn't know who he played for till we get it out of here, so. Which I am trying. I'm trying. So it is the Buffalo Bills with our hit tonight on our full-size helmet. And Fred Jackson is who it said on the sticker is our signature. And we see there that the certificate of authenticity is tucked right here in part of the face mask. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to dislodge it or disrupt it. I don't see any other authentication markings on it, so I think it's just the paper authentication. And once again, there's a look at your signature. So Buffalo Bills with Fred Jackson taking home the full-size helmet tonight. I just guess I don't know enough about the Buffalo Bills history, because I mean, I'm sure he's like probably, you know, an important player in Bills franchise history, but I just can't place him for whatever reason. I can't think who he is. So that was, you know, fast, right? So that's going to move us right on into our Heritage Baseball. We're not wasting any time tonight. Sometimes we have a lot of one-box breaks ahead of something, which takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Tonight we just had the one. So once again, if you are in Heritage Baseball, please take a moment to review the information on the screen there. I'm anticipating a Thursday shipping date, barring any unforeseen issues. And like our helmets, this auction ended tonight, the 19th of March. And we're live streaming it tonight, the 19th of March. It is the back half of a case that we started the other day. I do have more Heritage. I don't have any more listed right now because, of course, Gypsy Queen is coming out on Wednesday. So I've got some Gypsy Queen breaks listed. We will get some more Heritage breaks up and listed sometime in the next week or 10 days as well. And if you haven't done a break with me recently, you may not know, or you may know, but you just hadn't heard me say, probably, Inception Baseball got moved back. So that was supposed to be coming out in about 10 or 12 days from now. And they haven't given it a new release date yet. All they've done is say the date has been moved, and it's definitely not coming out in March, and it is not coming out in April. And that's kind of all they've said. So it's kind of unusual for them to push Inception back into May, but it does look like that's what's happening. And of course, Tribute got pushed back as well. That should have been out ages ago. They keep moving the date on that one too, so I don't know. And somebody says that's an unclimactic hit on the full-size helmet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know Fred Jackson, so I don't know if that's, you know, somebody here is saying he went to college like Marv Levy, and yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, but somebody I'm sure knows who it is. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you know that you probably know exactly who that was. This is our box topper, and we can find one of three things. We can find a poster, we can find one of these buyback cards with the 50th anniversary stamp on it, or we can find a strip of 3 cards. Obviously, that's one of our buybacks, and of course, it says Montreal Expos. But cards always stay with their franchise. So the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. So that card will go to the Nationals. And like most of our buyback cards of this age, I mean, these are from 1969, you know, they're going to be well loved. So they're going to have rounded corners and imperfect edges and off-center and miscut and all the things that made us love 1969 cards, right? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, that's the first probably Buffalo Bills full-size. That may be the very first Buffalo Bills full-size helmet I've pulled out of all the Dave and Adams that we've done over the last couple of years. Maybe there's been another one, but I really don't remember it. So Buffalo Bill's not one that comes out real often for me anyway. So, of course, there's a lot of base here in Heritage, and I go through it at a pretty good little clip. If you want me to go slower, if somebody wants a better look at something, jump into chat, let me know. I'm always happy to accommodate those kinds of requests. The other thing you should know is occasionally I may not catch something as it goes by, a short print that I might overlook. If I do, jump into chat, let me know. We'll go back and find it and take a better look at it. Chances are I would find them in sorting, but I might not always see it live. I try, but not perfect, of course. What you see now is a National League Leaders card. We're going to find some for the National League, some for the American League. Each of them will have 3 different teams on them. So for that reason, they're going to be set aside, and we will award them at the end of the break. This is a short print. It's a color swap, and it's also a freestanding rookie, which are, for the most part, short prints in this product. So that's for the Mets with Rosario. So our first short print out and underway. Checklist, when we see those, they're always going to go to the team that is depicted up there in the corner. So, of course, that being Chris Bryant, that one's going to go to the Chicago Cubs. And there's a lot of different players on those various checklists. So there'll be many different teams that'll go home with one of those. We'll find a handful of these inserts as we go through. It is called New Age Performers. Those are not numbered, but there's, you know, I think probably about 1 a box on average. That one, Joey Votto for my little Cincinnati Reds. This is what most of our rookies are going to look like in here. They come on the Rookie Stars inserts. And again, when we do find a freestanding one, then it's typically going to be a short print like the Rosario that we saw a minute ago. That may be, yeah, that is a short print high number. So a little Brandon Phillips short print for the Angels. So a couple of short prints already. We're not even very far into the first box. Maybe that's going to bode well for us. Maybe we're going to find Ohtani tonight. I want to find Ohtani. He needs to come out and show himself in this case. Whoops, we have got somebody there trying to slide off of the pile. And of course, there's, wow, this is a nice hit for the Detroit Tigers. Hand numbered to 69, the red ink alkaline is a super nice hit. So congratulations, Tigers, on that. Tigers were a bargain tonight. And look what you got for your money. Yeah, somebody types holy crap indeed. That is one heck of a hit coming out, guys. We're definitely off to a good start tonight so far. And if you want that or anything else you hit with me in a one-touch magnetic case, all you need to do is shoot me a message either here in chat or on eBay through the messages. And for anything that we would find tonight, we would run you $3. That covers the cost of the case, the PayPal fees, the extra shipping weight, etc. These news flashbacks inserts, we're going to find a handful of them. I'm going to set them aside as well because they will also, we'll give them out after the break, at the end of the break, I should say, by way of random.org. Oh, H. Johns 2002, you have the Tigers. Very nice, man. Very nice. And you have the Rockies, too. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, for the Tigers, that is a very nice way to start the break. Very, very nice way to start the break. I'm sure you know that already, though. We didn't find much in the way of autographs in the first half of this case. In fact, I don't think we got any. I think we were all relics in the first half, so I don't know if that's, whoops, we got another short print right there. I don't know if that is going to be indicative of whether or not we'll find more autographs, but this has been a good box so far. Here is another little freestanding short print rookie, this for the Red Sox with Rafael Devers, a very nice hit as well. So we're kind of cranking out so far. Oh, and Billy says he has the Rosario short print was his. He's got the Mets and the Astros. Okay, so you're off to a pretty good start as well then. So I'm hoping that the rest of this case is going to be like this box has been, because we have hit some really nice stuff so far out of here. Then and Now is another insert with two different teams on it. So like our other multi-team cards, there it's going to be set aside over there, and we'll distribute it at the end of the break. And since we do have some folks that are new here tonight, you might notice that some of these boxes have numbers on the end and wonder why. That's because when I open a new case, if we're not going to break the full case at the time that we start it, I take all of the boxes out, I number them on the end, and then use random.org to figure out which ones we open in the first half of the break versus which ones, we open later on in the next break. So that way it keeps everything very much transparent and easy to follow along and see what's happened. But so far, this box has been quite good. Let's hope the other five are as nice as this one. You said you've seen that Rosario full size in the last 3 cases. I have hit it myself at least twice, but that's also the second time I've hit the Devers as well. But neither one of them I don't think are super, super common. And just in general, to have already hit as many short prints as we have hit, 3 out of the first box. Sometimes we don't hit but 3 or 4 in half a case. So that's why I'm saying this one's tracking a little above average at the moment, especially with the nice alkaline hit as well. So these inserts, they have facsimile signatures on them if you're not familiar with them. So those are not actual autographs. They're reprinted autographs, but they're still kind of cool cards. I still like to see them when they come by. But sometimes, if somebody hasn't broken the product before and they see that go by and it looks like it's signed, and then they're thinking, hey, why are you not saying that that's signed? Because, yeah, it's not a true signature. It's a reprint. Yeah, you'd like to hit a Bregman throwback jersey. Let me tell you what, I'd like to hit anybody's throwback jersey. Those cards are extremely rare, and I forget exactly what the odds were. It was something like roughly once every 7,000 packs or something like that. I mean, it was like crazy how infrequently they come out. So that's why they're worth the kind of money that they are worth. They do not come out very often. But yeah, I would be happy to hit a throwback jersey for anybody. I'm not picky. I'll happily hit a throwback for any team at all. Tell you that. Chrome parallel, any of the chrome parallels that have the white border are going to be to $999, and then we'll find some with a silver border that will be to $569. If we should happen to find any that have the purple border, which would be out of a hot box, those are not going to be numbered. So that's kind of that's the chrome variation or parallel, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of the rundown on what that's going to look like. So box number 1 was off to a good start. Now we're going to see if we have as good a luck in box number 2 here. Billy says a base Ohtani. You got $400 for a base Ohtani, which of course you say base, but Ohtani's a short print in here, so it's really a short print Ohtani base. But yeah, $400 is healthy. Very nice. Oh, and you found it at in a retail package. That's even better. That's super unusual. Of course, Ohtani is in this product as a pitcher. He will be in Heritage High Number as a batter. Probably already know that, but just in case you didn't, that's the plan for Topps. Our box topper here is another buyback card, this one for the Pirates, Matty Alou. Also quite well loved, this little card, but it brings back memories, right? Not that any of us were really probably collecting baseball cards in 1969. Some of us not even born in 1969, but anyway, just in general, I'm saying the older cards and seeing all the miscut off-center stuff just reminds me of cards I used to collect when I was a kid. Yeah, I haven't opened any of the blaster boxes of this or any of the retail hanger boxes. I strictly went with the hobby cases for Heritage this year. I didn't pick up any of the other stuff. Sometimes I do pick up some of the other stuff and we break it along the way, although I tend to do it more in basketball than anywhere else. There's Giancarlo for the Yankees with the New Age Performer. I should probably set the chrome and the New Age and all these aside in different piles, so if someone wants to recap them, we can. So give me a hot second. I'm getting that set up over here in a little more organized fashion. And off to the right, which is where I set these cards after we look at them, is also full of mats. So it's all breaking mats down the table. I use that area for sorting. So even though they're moving over there to stay out of our workspace, they're still staying nice and safe and sound on a mat. So I did look, I'm sure you guys have too by now, I did look at the checklist of Gypsy Queen the other day, and what they put it out, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago, something like that, maybe a little longer than. And so there is Ohtani autographs, or there are Ohtani autographs in Gypsy Queen as well. So looks like the chase will continue. But of course, one of the things I like about Gypsy Queen are the minis. I love the minis in there. Oh yeah, I love these older cards too. I mean, just even the feel of these. Of course, this is a very different card stock than, today's modern cards. So it's nice to feel these that are, the throwback kind of card stock. Here is an Anthony Rizzo for the Cubbies, a little action image variation short print. So I am in general a big fan of Heritage. I think a lot of people are. That's, I guess, why it sells out every year. It's always so hard to track down unless you get it ordered ahead of time, it seems like. Miguel Cabrera coming out for the Tigers, Clubhouse Collection Relic. So our hits out of the first 2 boxes, both for the Tigers, which is a little unusual. In fact, I have somebody who bids on the Tigers with me quite often, and he said, I don't really see a whole lot in the checklist for the next few products for the Tigers. He said, I don't think there's much going to come out. And he's right. A lot of times there isn't. But boy, when it comes out nice. Oh, Jason, you said Top Series 1 is junk. Well, I wouldn't consider it junk. It's just obviously a lower price point, a different price point, a different kind of design than everything else. But I'm kind of like you in the regard that I really consider Heritage to be the start of the new baseball card season every year. It just... For me, it's what I look forward to as the first release. I mean, I break Series 1, and I like Series 1 okay, but it serves its purpose. But this is the one that I really look forward to every year and think, hey, we're underway. The new season is here. But I guess they kind of have to keep products for all different price points. You want to be able to still involve kids, for one thing. I mean, think about, that's how I got hooked. That's before the days of autographs and relics and all that, when the chase was, literally the chase was the rookie card. But you could also walk to the grocery store or the gas station or anywhere else and buy packs of cards for 25 cents, 50 cents, whatever. And then that's how, you get hooked. So we don't want to price out the young people totally out of the market, because then where will we go in the future for our collectors? But I definitely have my favorites. I'm sure everybody does. Look at that. Can you even believe this is another Devers short print, this one with his nickname on it. And wow, so let me tell you what, the Red Sox right now are cleaning up two Devers short prints already. And we're only in the second box. And each one of those will be, each one of those will take care of the probably your cost to buy into this break. So Red Sox are doing very well at the moment, as are the Tigers. We need to get some of the other teams involved here now. But as a whole, I have a feeling that we're going to do okay in the back half of this case, because we're definitely off to a nice little start here. I don't remember who had the Red Sox tonight either. I'm the worst, though, about remembering who has what team, even though I put it all in that spreadsheet. Usually, not tonight, we just had 2 breaks, but usually I'm looking at 4 or 5 breaks worth of stuff to put in the spreadsheet each night. And by the time you've done that, you've looked at a couple hundred user IDs. I can't ever remember who has what. Tonight, I would have thought, since we didn't have as many, that I might have remembered a little better. But no, I don't. I don't remember who has it. I know that AJ Ramos looks like it should be an action variation, but it really isn't. I promise. It's his regular one. But it does look like it should be. And that nickname that's the first nickname short print I pulled out too. That Devers that we just pulled a second ago. Francisco Lindor New Age Performers insert. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a throwback in here. Wouldn't that be sweet? We find a throwback jersey in here. Oh yeah, somebody would be super happy. Oh yeah, definitely. There are some that look like they should be action image variation short prints that aren't. I mean, there's more than just the one, but that one in particular, I kind of always seems like that one. If it doesn't catch me, it catches somebody else. Sometimes it'll catch me too, even though I know better. There is Moustakas to 999 in the chrome parallel. That one's the white border again. When we find the silver border, they'll be a little lower numbered to 569. And if we get lucky enough to have a hot box in here, then we'll find a bunch of unnumbered with a purple border as well. So we'll see how that shakes out as we go along. This is box 3 of 6 that I'm taking the plastic off of right now. And in here, we have a little strip of 3 cards as our box topper. And there's the empty box. I always show the empty box of anything I'm opening. Habit I got into a long time ago. Blue Jays, Diamondbacks, and Brewers. So here's what's going to happen with this. Once again, it'll be set aside. We'll deal with it at the end of the break. But there's a couple of things to know. The first is to take any multi-team card outright in one of my breaks. You have to own 51% or more. So in that case, you would have to have 2 of the 3 teams. So if we have someone that owns 2 of the 3 teams, they would take that strip of cards outright. If no one owns 2 of the 3, then we'll take that to random, and random will decide for us which team gets it. And we'll go back and look at the spreadsheet, of course, before we go into random to see if anybody owns 2 of the 3. Yes, Jason, I do have more heritage. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm going to step back on it for probably a week or so because Gypsy Queen comes out Wednesday. So we'll open Gypsy Queen Wednesday and Friday. We'll probably open it again, maybe Sunday or Monday. We'll probably go through a couple of cases of Gypsy Queen before I come back around and start on another case of Heritage. That's kind of my plan at the moment anyway. So, you know, I may change that somewhere along the way, but at the moment, that's what I'm thinking, that it'll probably be, I don't know, maybe a week or 10 days before I will do Heritage again is my current thought process anyway. Oh, you're saying the prices of Heritage from last year have gone down now that this year's Heritage is out? I hadn't even noticed that the price had dropped on it. But I haven't had last year's Heritage in forever and a day. Most of the time in baseball, once I've gone through it, that's it. At least for the last few years, because things have been hard to go back and pick up later. Because the prices have gone way up, or they've sold out, or both. And actually, it's been that way for football all year, too. And basketball. This whole year has just been, it's been hard to go back and pick up most things if you don't have it pre-ordered ahead of time, which sometimes it's kind of hard to estimate how much you want to pre-order of something. So I tend to just order the stuff that I like the most. I order more of it. That's kind of my, that's my measuring stick. Because then I figure, well, if I get stuck with anything, at least it's something I like, I'll just open it myself, you know. Wow, you picked up a case of last year's Heritage Hobby for $499? Wow. I mean, that's way below cost even. I mean, original cost was less, I mean, was more than $500. I don't know why anybody would sell last year's Heritage at a loss. That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't really even know very many places that even have full cases of last year's Heritage at this point. Certainly not at $4.99. So, yeah, if I had seen it at that price, I would have bought a case too, man. So, you found a good deal on that for sure. Now, maybe if it was, if it was the blasters or something like that, now that's different. But if you're talking a regular hobby case, I mean, that's insanely low and well below cost. I see somebody just typed in there that Blowout has it right now for $1,800 a case. That sounds about more like it, yeah. Well, hey, as long as you bought it from a reputable source, then I'm sure you are good to go. I just, I have certain places that I buy from, and that's pretty much where I stick to. A handful of distributors that I've worked with and that I know, and I don't vary outside that realm too often. Yeah, I'm surprised they had any left. You said they have 2 left. I'm surprised they had any left. Because at that price, they shouldn't have had any left. It should have all been gone, like, instantly. I hope you bought them both. Because you could turn around and sell that and make yourself about $1,000 or so. I'm just trying to get... I hit the wrong thing there and had accidentally moved my chat feed up to the top, so I was trying to get it back. Sorry. Oh boy, my little kitten just knocked something over. I just heard a big crash. That kitten is a menace, man. I found him outside a stray several months ago, and I never found him a home, so he just lives here now, and man, he is active. He is extremely active. Clubhouse Collection Relic for the Rockies, John Gray. So you said you had the Rockies and the Tigers, right? So you have all 3 of the hits that have come out so far are going to the same person who had 2 teams. That is like crazy good luck. You should probably be playing the lottery. That's my opinion anyway. I think I would go out and play the lottery. And we have a little black border Kevin Pillar for the Blue Jays. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You are 3 for 3. It's like crazy good luck. So I'm not kidding when I say you should go play the lottery. You really should go play the lottery, man. You are on fire tonight. I don't know why some of these packs don't seem to, like, I grab a hold of them and only a little tiny piece comes off and they don't open up, and then other ones open fine. I don't know what something about these particular packs, they don't always open as efficiently as I would like. So what's everybody thinking about Ohtani? I mean, he had the one good game, but that, really didn't kind of count. And then his other spring training games have been a little on the rough side. But then I guess one of his, somebody who used to play with him came out and said, oh, he's always kind of, he didn't use the word subpar, but kind of that's what he meant, but he used a different word. In other words, he's never showing out much in spring training, but then when the season starts, it just blows everybody away. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. This is to 9.99. Max Scherzer for the Nationals in the Chrome Parallel. But I definitely kind of thought he would come out with a little more fire, for sure. Several of you are saying you think he's going to be a bust. I don't know if he's going to be a bust, but I think he is probably going to take a little time to adapt. I don't think, I mean, you know, new country, new culture, new everything. It's a lot to take in all at once, and he's still young, and is that? Yeah, it is. I thought it was. I had to double check it. So, yeah, how about a nice little Aaron Judge short print for the Yankees? So the Yankees paying the bills with an Aaron Judge action variation short print. Another little Devers insert. This is definitely the best group of short prints we have pulled out of a half case so far. And we're only halfway through this half case. Oh, where did I miss a color swap? Billy said something about a color swap. Can you give me more information? Like who the player was or who the team was so I can go back and find it? Because I did, maybe I was all excitable about the Aaron Judge short print, and it seems like you're saying I overlooked the color swap. So just jump in there and let me know who it was, what team it was. Of course, I don't know which stack I sat it on over there, but I'm sure I can find it. It can't be too far down. Oh, no, it wasn't a color swap on the Judge, no. The Aaron Judge is an action image short print. Image variation. Not a color swap on that one. I thought you were saying I missed another one, which wouldn't have surprised me. You know, I was all into the Aaron Judge when I could see how I could have possibly slid by one, but we were talking about the same card. Mel Nelson, our box topper, was a buyback card for the Cardinals in this case. And H. John Z 2002, I believe you are correct. I think that the Judge color swap is Yankees in white. Although, I think there might be another version where his last name is in a different color as well, like a purple or something, or maybe I'm just dreaming that. But I thought there might be a variation color swap with his last name as well, but definitely his base card has a color swap of Yankees instead of being in yellow, being in white. Jason says, I lose the Yankees the time you hit the action image Aaron Judge. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know that is never fun when you have the Yankees and then you don't have them one of the times and then something hits that you're looking for. That is always a drag. I don't disagree with you on that. Hopefully we'll make up for it and find something else for one of your teams tonight instead, Jason. Or in addition to, because obviously we've already hit that one, so it wouldn't be instead, but in addition to is the word I'm looking for. There's a Mookie Betts New Age Performers for the Red Sox. Yeah, the Yankees went, well, I guess the Yankees went probably close to what they normally go for in Heritage. I'd say right about their average, I think. The Angels maybe a slight bit below what they have been averaging, but the Yankees right about on it. Paul Goldschmidt. You pulled a Stanton that looks like a misprint. The circle is outlined in white, and the team name is half white and half yellow. Yeah, that does sound like a misprint. I'll agree with you on that. I'm going to go ahead and just move this one. It's right there on the top. It's got to go over into our pile for random anyway. And there are a couple of cards in here that are errors that were not intentional. You know, they have some in here that are intentionally errors that are short prints. But they also had a couple that were not intentional errors. And they're not going to correct them, apparently. So that means, you know, it doesn't really have any special value. Because the value comes in if they correct it, obviously. And you have the error version. But if they're all error versions and never corrected, that doesn't really do us any good from a value standpoint. But that one just sounds like it came off the printing press weird. And there's Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. And after I look at this little bit that's in my hand, you're going to have to excuse me for a second because I'm going to have to go and blow my nose. My allergies all of a sudden have flared up, and I am about ready to sneeze, which I don't want to do on your cards. This is a chrome parallel to 999 Benintendi for the Red Sox. So I'm going to step away for a second and take care of that, and I will be right back. All right, then hopefully that will keep me from sneezing. This is a weird time of year, and temperatures are going from 60 to 20, literally from 60, and then we're going to be tomorrow night, I think, 24. So stupid, the weather this time of year. All right, let's take a look at the rest of this box. We still have, of course, 2 more boxes to go after we finish this one. Yeah, okay, so Billy, you're in kind of the same weird weather pattern I'm in. There's a Rhys Hoskins insert for the Phillies. Are you up north where the other nor'easter is coming through? Another nice hit signature. This is for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. I did not cough on my hand, FYI. I cough into my elbow or my shoulder, so I'm not touching, you know, your cards with coughed on hands. Oh, you're in Ohio. Okay, so you're not far from me then. I'm in Kentucky, so you're just right up above me, so you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's so nice here today, and then tomorrow they're saying we're going to get snow, and we're going to get snow tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. It's going to be like 24 degrees. How does this happen? And in March, no less. I mean, we didn't, I mean, it was pretty warm in February. We got that big 10 inches of snow here a week or so ago. But then the very next day, it warms up and melts. And then here we go again. All the plants are up and blooming, and they all think it's spring. I kind of think it's spring. And then bam, we're going to get hit with more snow and 20 degrees. Hey, here is another nice short print. This is Andrew Benintendi for the Red Sox. Another action image. Hit some really nice stuff tonight for the Red Sox and the Yankees. and the Tigers all have had very good hits tonight. So far. Anyway, we got a ways to go yet, but I'm happy with what we've pulled up to this point. Yeah, it sounds like you may get it worse than I am, Billy. I think I kind of glanced at the weather earlier. I was multitasking, so I didn't get a great look at the map. But it looked like you guys might get more snow than... Did we look through these? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, those are the ones we just looked through. You guys, I think, are going to get more than we're going to get. We're supposed to be 1 to 3 inches or something like that. 2 to 3 inches. I don't know. Anyway, about 3 inches at the max, at the top end. I think you guys are maybe in that path where you're supposed to get a bunch more than what we get. Manny Machado, New Age Performers. My sister lives in Pennsylvania, and it looked like they were probably going to be in the path of it as well. But the difference is she likes snow. I do not like snow and cold weather. I like warm weather and no snow. I like the beach, right? I'm not like a snow bunny type person. But I just don't know why all of a sudden my allergies are all kicked up. It's very strange. I was fine when we started the break. I was fine halfway through it. Like 10 minutes ago, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. But that's just part of it. Part of living in Kentucky with allergies. Okay, see, yeah, I thought you were a different color on the weather map. So it says you're going to be 3 to 6 inches. Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll melt really quickly like ours did when we got the, 8 or 10 inches we got a week or so ago. Cardinals, Mets, and Tigers. This was our box topper in our little strip of 3 cards. So that is another one we'll take a look at the end of the break. And just remember, 51% or more to take it outright. So you would have to have 2 of the 3 teams to keep it out of random. Otherwise, it goes to random, and that will figure out who ends up with that little strip of cards. We found our hit right away in this box. It is the Mariners Kyle Seager Clubhouse Collection. We had a nice little 1-of-1 relic for the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger, the other day out of one of these. I guess the first half of this case, right? Yeah, I think that's right. Because I was sorting it and getting it all ready for shipping today. In fact, I got it all ready, but then I ran out of time before I could get the labels printed, so it's going to go out tomorrow. Speaking of nice action image variations and the Dodgers, here's one for Cody Bellinger. So we've hit Bellinger, Benintendi, and Judge in action image variations so far in this half case. All of our 2016 hot rookies. We are pulling in nice short prints out of 2017 Heritage so far. But I think we're for sure finding more short prints in these 6 boxes than I found in any other 6 boxes. I mean, on average, I think we probably pull 3 or 4 in a half case. In general, sometimes even just maybe 2. We've probably pulled, what, 6 or 7 already here? Maybe more. But that's good. We've, that's what makes it all worth doing when you find the cases that are loaded up or the boxes that are loaded up. Max Scherzer for the Nationals on that insert. course, I want to find the Bat Boy, too. You guys know I'm jonesing to find the Bat Boy. Clint Frazier for the Yankees on that insert. Ohtani I want to find. The Bat Boy I want to find. That one got me. I don't know why. That Ian Desmond, for some reason. I looked at it and thought it was a short print, and I know I've seen it before, and I knew it wasn't, but it got me. Giancarlo for the Yankees. Billy says he's opened 5 boxes of this and hit 3 notable short prints that were not high number. Well, that's pretty good. 3 out of 5 boxes is a good ratio. That's a little under half a case. And yeah, I mean, as I said, I think our average is probably 3 or 4 in a half case. There might have been one break where we only had a couple, but most of the time it's going to be 3 or 4. But we've hit more than that tonight already. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know better than to flip that Desmond over, but sometimes I don't know. They catch the corner of my eye for a second, and then I'm like, is it one? I have to stop and look, even though I should know better by now. Sometimes they still get me. But yeah, if we could find the Bat Boy or a throwback jersey, that would pretty much make my night. Carlos Correa for the Astros New Age Performers. Or Ohtani, any of the above. I hope we can find out of this last little bit we have to look through. I haven't really looked through a lot of the retail stuff, Billy. You said you got yours out of, did you say you got it out of blaster boxes, your Ohtani, or it came out of a retail hanger pack? I don't remember what you said you found it in. I actually got one out of the mega box that came out last year. I only bought one of the mega boxes, and it happened to have the Ohtani Chrome in it. And I meant to get it graded and sell it, and I never did. So I guess I need to sell it ungraded anyway. Aaron Nola is our mini for the Phillies, numbered to 100. There's typically one of those per case. I'm assuming you guys all know that. But in case you don't, there is typically one per case. It was in a hanger box. Okay. Well, I don't know. I might give that a whirl for myself. I mean, I wouldn't break it or anything, but I might pick up a couple and just open them up myself just to see what's in there. Buster Posey, New Age Performers for the Giants. Maybe I'll get lucky like I did with my one Bowman Mega Box and where I found him. You know, you never know. You said you got it at Target. You know what? My Target seems like they've cut back the amount of cards they're carrying. They don't seem to be carrying nearly as many, like as much selection, or as many as in quantity of what they do carry that they used to have. So I don't really know what that's about. Maybe it's just my particular Target isn't selling them very well or something, so they cut back. I don't know. Oh, you buy from GTS? Yeah, I buy stuff from GTS as well. I like them. This is to 569. That's our chrome parallel with the silver border. Of course, not everybody that's watching can probably order from GTS. I think you have to have a resale license to order from them, don't you? I think you do. Maybe not. But I thought so. I have a few places that I order from. I have some good reps. I had one rep that was not a very good rep that I didn't like very much, but I recently traded that rep out for a different one. But other than the one who's now been traded out, all my other reps are great. And I buy a lot of stuff too at my local hobby store because I like Larry, the guy that owns the store. And it's been around for 20-something years. I think it was the first hobby store in Lexington, if I'm remembering right. And it's the last one. We don't have any others still open. So I buy some stuff from him too. Supplies and cards and various things. Oh yeah, you're right. You have a good rep at GTS too. Cool. Yeah, I really like my GTS rep. He's a super nice guy. This is Giants, Reds, and Braves on our box topper little 3-strip cards on that one. Yeah, I have a bunch of different places where I buy things besides wholesalers, which, you know, obviously we probably all have 4 or 5 different wholesalers we work with to try to find what we need. But then I have a couple of other places I buy as well that I've had real good luck with. But some of the stuff that I like to break is starting to become harder to source, which means, of course, the price also goes up, but it means that the supply is going down. So it looks like we have come across our hot box, the very last one. So we're going to find a number of these chrome parallels with that purple border throughout this box, and not a single one of them are going to be numbered, but they are only in the hot box. So, but we'll find a bunch. Oh, you had a friend who used to live in Lexington. And you went through Maker's Mark. Yeah, I think I've never done that Maker's Mark tour, believe it or not. It's not here in Lexington, but it's close by. Another purple hot box chrome. And I see another one coming behind it as well, so I may as well just stack them like that. Greinke for the D-backs. Another one of our flashback cards. Yuli Gurriel went by. Blue Jays hot box. Morales. I see Giancarlo sitting behind here in a New Age Performer insert. I don't really know why I put all the New Age Performers in sleeves. I mean, they are inserts, but they're fairly common. But anyway, I do, so there you go. For the Brewers, Zach Davies hot box. Oh, it's a 4.5-hour drive from you. So are you on the other side of Columbus then? Mariners Nelson Cruz hot box chrome. I don't think we had looked through these yet. Have we? I don't think we have. Maybe we did. I don't know. If we did, we're looking at them again because I can't remember if we did or if we didn't. So to be on the safe side, we're looking at them. And if it was a run back, sorry. Okay, so you're 20 miles west of Wheeling off of I-70. All right, I've probably driven somewhere nearby you a few times. I've been up to Columbus, of course, a number of times. But I went a weird way once to my sister's. My sister lives in 84, Pennsylvania, and I drove like through the mountains, through West Virginia and all kinds of craziness, and it just took forever, and I think I used a whole lot more gas, and technically it was supposed to be shorter, but it just took forever because of the stupid mountains. So then after that, I learned I should be going through Ohio, not so much through West Virginia. A Dansby Swanson hot box chrome parallel for the Braves. Another flashback that'll go in our little pile of stuff to be dealt with. Nationals hot box Daniel Murphy. And a Rhys Hoskins New Age Performers for the Phillies. Hot box Miguel Sano. I don't know. I'm kind of just, I'm anxious to get back to the NCAA tournament, to be honest. I got really into watching. I mean, of course, every year I kind of get into watching the games. I really like college basketball in general. But this tournament has been so crazy with all the unexpected upsets and things. It has been so much fun to watch. So I'm kind of like bummed tonight that there's not anything I can watch. Elvis Andreas for the Rangers. Of course, it doesn't come back till Thursday night, but I'm kind of going through a little bit of withdrawals because I just watched it all weekend. For the Indians, Corey Kluber. Hot box parallel. Behind that, I see a little Freddie Freeman. That'll be numbered to 569 for the Braves. For the Marlins, Marcell Ozuna. I don't know if you're a Cincinnati fan or not, Billy, but man, that was a tough beat for Cincy. Oh boy, I mean that was crazy. That was another crazy upset. Jose Abreu for the White Sox in the parallel hot box purple unnumbered chrome. Oh, you like Huggy Bear and Press Virginia. They looked good. They won in handy fashion. Huggins and Calipari, who's our coach at UK, they're good buddies, I think. Bryce Harper for the Nationals. Yeah, Cincinnati and West Virginia both really typically have good college basketball teams. For the Astros, Carlos Correa. A Yankees Rookie Stars insert with Andahar and Clint Frazier. I see our relic coming up, so our hit for this box is a relic for the White Sox with Abreu. We got a little stripe. We got a little pinstripe even. just remember we will have a little housekeeping to do at the end of the break to award some of these things. Carrasco for the Indians. For the Blue Jays, Josh Donaldson. A Then and Now coming up, which goes over here. No, may as well take this one right now because it's going over there anyway. Just a few packs left here to try to find another big booming short print if we get that lucky. And of course we're still going to have some more of our hot box parallels that we'll find in here as well. In fact, I'm just going to set them all down there. Hey, just like that, there is another nice little short print for us also for the Red Sox with Mookie Betts. I tell you what, Red Sox absolutely cleaned house tonight with the short prints. They have didn't hit any signature or relic, did they? Or maybe they did, but man, they have hit a bunch of nice short prints tonight. For the Astros, Keuchel. Cardinals, Matt Carpenter. I will put all of those in a sleeve together here in a second. I just thought it might be easier to do it that way than to keep setting the stack down since we're finding so many of them in here. Rookie stars for the Nationals. This is Robles and Stevenson. For the Nats, Ryan Zimmerman. A little Buster Posey insert for the Giants. Hotbox Freddie Freeman for the Braves. Hotbox Will Myers for the Padres. And a black border for the Nationals with Tanner Roark. Let me get those in sleeves. Then we are going to award some things by way of random. And then after that, we will recap our hits. And we'll recap our chrome parallels and short prints and that kind of stuff too. When we do the relics and the signatures, we'll do all that in a big recap here in a moment. All right, so let's take a look at what needs to go by way of random first. We're going to deal with these, I think, very first. And I'm going to get a team bag I can put them in so I can write on it in a minute. So these news flashbacks here are going to be awarded as a group. So it's going to be this entire group of news flashback cards are going to go to one team. And I'll bring you along with me here in a second. And I'll copy all of the teams from the spreadsheet. Then we'll drop them into random.org. And since there are 30 teams, we won't be doing random multiple times on this. We'll just do it one time. Now later, when we do some things that only have 2 or 3 entries, we will do random 3 times. But on this one, 30 entries, we're going to do it once. And I'll scroll down through here so that you can see, well, see, there you go. There, I did not, in fact, grab the whole list like I thought I did. I don't know what I managed to do there. Normally I say scroll down through there so you can see I have everybody. And, of course, that time I didn't have everybody. So let's try that one more time. See if it works this time. That's clearly I did something crazy a minute ago. There we go. Now we'll scroll down through here and you can see that we have all 30 of our teams are actually there this time. Gotta hit random one time. Whatever team comes up on the top, we'll get that little group of news flashback cards. And it comes up as the White Sox. So give me a second to write that on the outside of this team bag. And then we're going to deal with some of our other randomy type things. These cards that say then and now, which have two different teams on them, what I will do here is put in left side of the card, or else put in left and right, okay? So if random chooses the left, then it's going to go to the team on the left. If random chooses the right, it'll go to the team on the right. This time, because there are only 2 entries in there, we will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times don't count. It is only the third and final random that counts in this one. All right, so first one, ignore it. Second, ignore it. Third and final gives us the answer. There you'll see 3 times, and it comes up the right side of the card. So I'm going to put one of these in a sleeve and circle the right side to serve as a reminder when it comes time to sort. And then we'll look through these and you'll be able to see what teams go where. So this that one goes Red Sox, Astros, Red Sox, Dodgers, Cardinals, Rockies, Marlins. So that's how those have been awarded. These are the ones we did already. That brings us to these, which are going to go in as left, middle, and right. And same principle as before. We will go 3 times. The first 2 times are not going to count. The third and final will tell us where those are going to go. All right, first one, ignore. Second one, ignore it. Third and final. There you see 3 times our date and time stamp. It comes up as the middle position for the card. So let me get the top one of these in a sleeve. Once again, I'm circling on the sleeve. Obviously, I'm not marking on your card. So there we go. All right, so this is Mets, Nationals, Yankees, Diamondbacks, White Sox, Indians, A's, Dodgers, Indians, White Sox, Yankee, National, Rocky, White Sox, National, Diamondback, Met, Red Sox, White Sox, National, Diamondback, Rocky, Red Sox, Met, Yankee, Met, D-back, Rocky, Red Sox, Rocky, Red Sox, Met, Diamondback. All right, so that's how all of the league leaders cards have been awarded. Those are now in the history books, so to speak. We've got these fun little cards to do next. And here's the deal with these. Because these are also 3, it's going to go to the middle position unless someone owns 2 of the 3 on here. So we're going to go to the spreadsheet for each of those, and we'll see if someone owns 51% or more. If they don't, then it will go to the middle position because we just obviously, you know, got the middle, came up in random. So first up on here, we have the Giants, which is 49er faithful. Then we have the Cincinnati Reds, which is Willie Mays 24 David. And then the Atlanta Braves Wrigley Field B-ball cards. So we do not have anybody with 51%. And our middle team here is the Reds. So this one goes to Cincinnati. And I need to find a way to close that up a little bit. And we are going to rinse and repeat here with Cardinals, Mets, and Tigers. So if someone owns 2 of the 3, they take it outright. If no one owns 2 of the 3, it will end up going to the Mets because they are in the middle position. So the Cardinals, that is CT Schaff 94. And our Mets, Billy's Breaking. And our Tigers is Mem Maniaco 5. So we don't have a majority there. So this one goes to the middle position, which is the Mets. And that brings us to our final strip of cards. Same format, Blue Jays, Diamondbacks, and Brewers. So let's go take a look once again back to our spreadsheet. So our Blue Jays, Stuart Gophers. The Diamondbacks, Nick Mana, and the Brewers, 49er Faithful. All right, so no majority here either. Center position is the Diamondbacks. I just accidentally let my screen go to sleep. Daggone it. Now it's back up. All right, so Diamondbacks on this one. I believe that is everything we had to do in random. So now we're ready to take a look at our various hits here. We'll look first at, these are our black border cards and our box toppers that were the buyback cards. So we had a black border for the Nationals, a black border for the Blue Jays, and then our buyback cards, once again, the Expos is the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals, so that goes to the Nationals. Then the Pirates and the Cardinals. We'll do a quick little spin through our various chrome parallels. We'll do all these purple ones first. They are all out of the hot box. None of them are numbered. So these are all unnumbered hot box purple chrome parallel. Well, that one's not. That one's a silver one. He got mixed in there. We'll look at him in a second. I forgot we found him in the middle of all the purples a while ago. So it is Freddie Freeman. That will be to 569. For the Cardinals, to 569. Red Sox, 999. Nationals, 999. Royals, 999. And then the Dodgers, 999. Next, our short prints, and we have some nice ones. Mookie Betts for the Red Sox, Action Image short. We have the mini Aaron Nola for the Phillies, numbered to 100. Those are 1 per case, typically. Cody Bellinger, Action short print for the Dodgers. Andrew Benintendi, Action short print, Red Sox. Aaron Judge, Action short print for the Yankees. Rizzo, Action short print for the Cubbies. The Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. It is a short print, freestanding rookie, and also a nickname card. Another Devers short print for the Red Sox. This one is just the freestanding rookie, obviously not the nickname on that one. A high number short print, Brandon Phillips for the Angels, and then an Ahmed Rosario color swap freestanding rookie short print. So that's what those look like. A very nice haul out of that tonight. Our relics and signatures, Jose Abreu for the White Sox Clubhouse Collection relic with a little pinstripe. Give it a little flair. Kyle Seager for the Mariners Clubhouse Collection relic. For the Yankees, very nice little Didi Gregorius on card auto. The best autograph of the night and the best autograph of the case, because there were only 2 autographs in this case. Beautiful alkaline red ink, hand numbered to 69 for the Tigers. That's an awesome, awesome hit. Relic Miguel Cabrera for the Tigers Clubhouse Collection, and finally a John Gray relic for the Rockies Clubhouse Collection. And that is all for tonight. That's all we have on tap. As always, I thank each and every one of you for bidding with me and breaking with me and keeping me company in chat. I always appreciate having you. I hope I'll see you again on another break. In the meantime, for those who might be watching the tape delay version, the recorded version, if you did not see it earlier, here is your anticipated shipping date for Heritage. Once again, that is Thursday. As an estimate, can be a day sooner, could be a day later, but estimating Thursday. And then another quick little pass through of the things coming up in the days ahead, just in case you're watching the recorded version and you missed it earlier. We'll do a quick little spin through. And that, my friends, is it for tonight. I've got to get busy getting all this stuff in top loaders and getting everything ready to go. So thank you once again. I'll see you guys the next time. Have a great week, and I'll be back at it tomorrow night. Bye-bye.